moment to say welcome to the Saturday service. This is now, I know this is supposed to be religion outside the box, but here's a rabbi in a box, and then there's a box over my face. So that's how we are. Alex, you still have some hosting powers?
Yes, I made you co-host, but okay. I'm going to keep host in case you have to drop off.
Yeah, you stay like that. Everybody, welcome. This is that Saturday service. I'm your host. Oh, I don't know if it's going to continue being the host when I change screens. I'm your host, Rabbi Brian. You guys are all there. You can see each other's names. Again, hi, James and Janice and Sarah Maria. I'm so glad everyone's here. I'm a little bit thrown off with the technology. We'll make this all work.
Yeah, a few people.
As always, my friend Alex is helping with muting things because hi Ray, we can hear you when you're talking to Patty. Right. So, shh. I'm glad you guys are here. Anyone who has a dog, raise your hand. You don't know what your dog sounds like when it barks because you tune that out. So please pay attention. If you hear your dog bark, we can all hear that, and it will mess us up a bit. A few little announcements. I don't know if my video will leave here. Quick warning. Oh, there's my warning, but you can't see it. The warning says this is an adult service. There are adult themes. This is not meant for children. This is meant for adults to talk to each other. If you're a child, you are welcome to be here with your parents' permission, but otherwise we are going to be running a service. I also have some funnies we're going to start with. There we go. God on creating mosquitoes. I wonder how I could get everyone to spray chemicals on themselves and also slap their own faces. I got a few of these. God creating praying mantis. Make an insect that does karate. Angel, okay. Now make it bite off her husband's head. Angel, dude, we need to talk. God creating spiders. Make it have 8 legs. Seems excessive, but okay. And 8 eyes. You need to calm down a little and give it a butt rope. Okay, guys, I thought these were much funnier than you do. That's fine. God creating kittens. Make them really fluffy, adorable, furry things. Angels, that's so sweet. God, put razor blades on its feet. God creating the dogs. We have 2 more. God creating dogs. Oh, these turned out great. I'm going to want all these back at some point. That's a little dark. Yeah. Okay. This is life, folks. It's a little dark. God creating bees. Put a needle in its butt. Come on, God. What? And make its puke delicious. Okay. So
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. Again, I'm having a bit of a problem with the technology today. I had a whole new program set up so that I could scribe things as we go, and we'll see how well I can fix everything on the fly. I have a question I wanted to ask people, and it's just an open-ended question, and it goes like this. Can you think of something that you saw in the last week where you saw someone do something and you thought, oh, I wish I could do that? So the question is, can you think of something that happened in the last week where you saw someone do something and you thought, oh, I wish I could do what they did was so cool. I wish I could do what it was that they did.
Eat at a restaurant.
Eat at a restaurant. Yeah, that's on this level. I'm looking for like a. But thank you, Jeff. Well, I like that. You're jealous of people who are eating at a restaurant. What are other things you saw in the last week? You saw people do, and you thought, I wish I could be cool like that. What's something you saw people do in the last week? Yeah, Linda, what do you have?
I went to a virtual wedding.
Yeah, you went to a virtual wedding. Okay, everybody. How many of you saw Linda's child's wedding, the online wedding? A few people did.
I got so much nachas.
That's good. So what was it? What is it that you see other people do that you admire? And I'll tell you a story. So this is years ago. before my best friend Larry was my best friend Larry. And I met this man and I thought, he's the kindest person I have ever met. And I thought, I want to do that. I want to be like that. I want to be that kind. So my question is, what is something that you've seen somebody do where you wanted to be able to do like that too? Oh, and look, my little friend Elliot's here again. Hi, Elliot. He's running circles around Mom, literally. That's so cool. I don't know if you're on speaker view or gallery view, but okay, I'm going to just zoom in for a quick second on Elliot. There goes Elliot. Oh, now he's not circling around. That's okay. He's independent. What is something you can see other people do that you not... Can you think of something like Elliot? Elliot is a free spirit. He doesn't answer to no one when he wants, right? You can see little kids have some certain qualities that we admire. What are other things that you've seen in the last week where you saw there's someone or children, a group of people doing something, and I really admire that?
I think kids are fearless.
Kids are fearless. Excellent. What's something you saw in the last... Boy, you know, when I write these questions, I assume that somebody saw it. Kelly, what'd you see in the last week that you thought, gosh, I wish I could do that?
I'm taking some online classes for...
I assume that somebody saw it. All right, go ahead, Kelly. We just muted them.
That's all right. I'm taking some online classes for ukulele.
Uh-huh.
And it's done through a guitar company, and they have, because of the pandemic, they've been doing live office hours with their instructors because all their videos are recorded ahead of time. And this one instructor, Jensen, is so dynamic and just full of joy when he interacts live on Facebook with the students and cracks himself up. And I look at that and I wish I could be
perfect. That's exactly the kind of answer I'm looking for. You want to have that kind of, that vitality that someone else has. Mm-hmm. What's something else that people saw in the last week? You saw someone or a group of people do something and you thought, oh, sign me up for that. Now, of course, there's the unhealthy way of doing it where you see someone doing it and you're like, I'm going to take that away from them so they don't have that. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for, you saw someone do something. Yeah, Patty, what do you have?
Our pastor, we do a lot of Zoom things, and our pastor, Jennifer, she is so sweet.
Yes.
And sweet and kind and has a serenity about her that I admire so much.
Wonderful. I know her. She and I were at a march together recently.
Yes.
Yeah, she does have a serene quality.
Yeah.
So everyone else, and look, I got a little thrown off with the technology this morning. I recommend you have a piece of paper and you be able to write some notes down and to think. So what are other things that you saw that, I'm going to use the word jealous, but in a good way, that you were jealous of seeing people do, that something you saw, you admired that someone else did? I'll take one more answer. What else do we got? Rita, what do you have, my friend? Or Denise, after, yeah.
Okay.
Who? Rita.
Rita first.
My theater group has started something called Ghostlight Theater with a variety of Zoom performance pieces. Mm. And one member did a monologue from a memoir she's writing, which was fabulous. Nice. And I would like to do that.
You would like to have that kind of accomplishment as well.
Right.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rita. And hold on once. And Nancy, Denise, you had one too. What do you have?
Yes, I have. Okay, so I live by this beautiful lake and wonderful hiking, and I've gone back to work and I'm super tired. Uh-huh. But my coworkers have now just started. We've been doing little hikes, and I kind of was jealous of it, and then it's like, can I join? And so I'm going to join and do these little hikes.
Good for you. Okay. I'm going to try. So the idea here, give me 1 second on my, is my screen share, did that make things better or worse?
Worse.
Worse. Can you wait? Let me see if I do this though. Can you see other things on my page? Hold on. Rabbi Camp, I'm going to come back to the jealousy thing in a moment. Or you might say, hey, I think it's really cool how Rabbi Brian can mess with technology and not be that upset when it's not working. You might say something like that to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my.
8275.
Is that-
says you look like Max Headroom right now?
And
That was a great show. Anybody
That was a great
at all
show.
remember that?
That was a great show.
All right.
Fabulous show.
So here's the
10 minutes
quote.
into the future.
Here we go. Here's the quote. Is that on my page too?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm proud of myself at this moment.
they
Um,
do it, why can't I?
I've got a quote up there. Yeah, who just said the quote? I heard someone say. Rags, tell us, what is that quote?
If they, the male they and the female they, can do it, why can't I?
If he or she is able to do it, if he or she is able to do it, why
Actually,
not
it's
me?
Plural, though. It's plural.
It's
So,
plural. If boys and girls
Yeah.
are able to, why not me?
Yeah.
And do you know the history of why St. Augustine said this? What he said this about?
No. I don't.
Okay, I might be off here, but I like this story, and we're gonna go with it.
It's many hundreds of years, so why not?
Yeah, and it's what I think it means more than what he thought it means. What the quote was that Augustine was looking at Mary, and he was looking at Jesus, and he said, if Mary could give her life so freely over to God, and Mary Magdalene could give her life over to God, and if Jesus as a human being could give his life over to God, and so many others could give their lives over, he said, well, if they can do it, why can't I? If other human beings, if a Gandhi can exist, if a Mother Teresa can exist, if Martin Luther King can exist, they got the same exact stuff you and I are made out of. There's very little that's keeping us from being more like the people we want to be. I'm going to just let us sit in that for a moment. And I want you to think about, who do you want? There's no, folks, with the technology today, this was going to be going into small groups. I'm not trusting that. Unless, Alex, you think you can bring us to small groups? All right, so in a moment, Alex is going to bring us to small groups, and we're going to see what this works. I want you to think about, what is the thing, if you could say, this is sound a little woo-woo, but if I can set an intention towards, there's this thing that I saw recently. There was this person who was so enthusiastic, like Kelly's teacher. Oh, and I gotta give you the word enthusiastic. I can't share. Oh wait, watch this. Super Rabbi Cam. Ta-da. Okay. You can see this?
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't have any other word of something you want to be, may I recommend you pick enthusiastic. Enthusiastic has the words in it in Theos. That means people who are enthusiastic have God within. Hey guys, we got a word of the day.
Yeah.
Yay.
Enthusiastic, the other word that's very much like that is inspired, amused, to have the muses within you. So I want everyone to lock in on one quality that you wish you could have. Something that you want to have more of, in the St. Augustine way of saying, if they can and they can, why can't I? Can everyone give me a nod if you're kind of on the way and you know what your word is going to be? So we're going to go to small groups. Alex, can you? This is so great. Can you make us go into small groups of 5 people?
I can do. Let's see. It's 40. It's right now. It's trying to default to 46 participants, go into 9 different rooms, 5 to 6 people per room.
So in a moment, Alex is going to launch you to a small room, and I want everyone in the room you're going to do a simple like this. You're going to say, "I saw this quality," or "I know people have this quality," and this is why I want that. And give yourself 30 seconds or so to explain it. Let's do a little practice round. Nikki, can I pick on you?
You can.
Okay, Nikki, if it were your turn, what would you say?
I would say that as positive as I am for the most part, I wish that I could take situations that are tough for me and pick the positive more often than I do.
And you see people are able to do that, and you think you can do that too?
I'm pretty sure I can do that, but sometimes it takes more willpower and thinking about it than I have at the moment.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so here we go. We're going to all go to small groups, and Alex, give us 3 minutes, and then bring us all. Give us 4 minutes, and then bring us back here. Any questions before we launch? Here we go to small groups, folks. Please share what it is you would like to be more of, what you would like to have some more of, and here we go to small groups. Thank you, Alex. Magic time. There we go.
Hi.
Hi, my friend. Hi, Gloria.
Yeah.
Gloria, you are on mute, and ain't nobody can unmute you but you.
There you go.
Okay,
Hello,
there you go.
Rabbi Brian.
Hi, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad to be with you and with Sarah. Y'all know each other?
Yeah, we actually know each other in person.
No way.
Yes. What? We're members of Susan's flock.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, cool. Glad you're here. All right, who wants to go first?
Well, first thing I thought of was to be fearless.
Fearless. And there's somebody you've seen who has that fearlessness?
Well, the first person I could think of was actually my next door neighbor.
Who's
I was just having a conversation with her, and I was telling her about a situation that I have coming up, and she's like, "You'll be all right. You go ahead, go have that done or whatever." And she had no fear.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd like to be.
You like to have more fearlessness.
Yes.
Yeah. Brave, courage, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
I love it. Sarah, what you got?
I think I got 2. Confident and determination.
Okay. And you seen this recently?
Confidence? Yes. I work with a lot of actually very confident women.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I got a mama who's gone around the corner there who's a nurse, so that takes a lot of confidence too.
Yeah, it sure does. Sure does.
Yeah. So that's something. Like I know this week I witnessed my boss in some pretty confident roles, and it's like, I want to be like that.
Nice. And if they can do it, why not you? I would take this week. I would like my wife's wisdom. She seems to be able to have a self-care radar that I don't even know. I don't think mine was factory installed. Like hers just runs with who she is, and I'm like, how the hell are you doing that? It's like magic. You're getting yourself a drink when you're thirsty. I don't understand. Because to me, I'm gonna wait till I get home where I have drinks, and she's gonna just stop the car and buy something, and I don't understand how that works.
So, Rabbi Brian, do you actually tell her that you admire her wisdom?
Okay, now I'm going to, because here's what she's done. She's gone away for 2 nights because she's too stressed out. So I can't tell her right yet.
Well, when you
Oh,
see
I
her,
sure will.
Yeah,
I sure will. Of course I will. Oh, that's a good question. So
communication is the thing.
I'm into it. So Gloria, you're going to tell your neighbor that you admire her bravery?
Yes, I will.
I love it. Sarah, you up for the same? You tell your people around, say, hey, I love your confidence. I'm going to get me some of that. Yeah, it's going to take some confidence to do that, though.
Yeah, probably. Actually, I think a few people I know already know that.
Okay. And Kitty, we see you're here, but we're not hearing from you at all. And we're not going to hear from you, I guess. It's all good. I see I got a little thing that says we are ready to go back. Teleport back. I'm so glad, Sarah and Gloria, that you're here, and I got a chance to be in group number 9 with you.
Yes, thank you.
I'll see you back on the other side.
Yes.
So I told everybody you had a minute left before, and then when I close the room, then it takes another minute to actually close all the meeting room. So.
It moved me to another group.
That's a surprise.
Okay, here we all come.
Yeah. Make it bigger.
Oh, I see a sleeping one in the background there.
Did I get a heart to show up on my screen?
Yes.
You did.
Oh, good for me. We're going to do that. Here's what I want to ask, guys. Well, hold on. Let me get... Oh. You're right.
That's a good dog.
It's a beautiful shape. I love that heart.
Ha, ha, ha.
It's pretty,
I
isn't it?
am not there. I do not exist.
No, but your heart's there.
Got a big
My
heart.
heart is there, and that's all that matters.
Right.
Okay, well, forget the camera. I'm not going to be here. You're going to before we go to the heart, is there anything, does everyone have some homework? Everyone has some idea of what to do? We had in our group this idea that not only should the people who we admire we're all in contact with, we all decided, we took a little pact that we're all going to tell the people that we admire them and we want some of what they have.
Right.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that was Gloria's idea. Because she told me I had to tell Jane, because I'm totally admiring my wife right now who can do this self-care thing, which is wonderful. All right, let me move us to, is there anything else we want to share out on that? Yeah, Eileen.
I have a friend who's been working at Target all along, an essential worker. And I tell him all the time, I said, it's really great. You go to work, and some people were calling out, they were afraid to go in, and he took extra hours and he stayed healthy. And I tell him all the time, you have to give yourself credit. You were an essential worker. You stepped up. And he always says, thank you. But I try to remind him of that.
Yeah.
That really helpful, wonderful.
Yeah. Spread some more good. Anyone else want to share out on our last little one?
I have one thing that I didn't say before. It was laughter.
Laughter. You want to you admire people who laugh more.
Well, I think that sometimes we take ourselves too seriously, and I laugh at myself all the time.
Show of hands, how many people in the last week have had the ability to laugh at themselves? How about since this morning? A few people.
Too early yet.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm not up long enough.
So here's a question for you. I'm going to turn our focus a little bit to things that are on our hearts, because this is a religion. and it's heart-based, and this is life, and it's about feeling. And are there things that are on your heart? I know there's some people who had people they needed to be praying for, or are there other things that are on your heart that you just want to share with a group of people? Try it out. There's something that's in your heart you want to share with people. This is a good time to do that.
I'll share, and Brian, this is your cousin Karen, my daughter.
Yeah. Hi, Priscilla.
She's in the hospital right now.
Oh, Karen is.
Having some tests. She has MS, which is a chronic condition. What's really difficult is that her husband is not able to be with her. And we're just waiting for the results of the test to find out what she might need, what the problem is. So thoughts and prayers for Karen and Dave Miller, please.
Yeah, anyone who keeps a prayer list, add Karen to your prayer list if you would. Karen and Dave Miller.
And her mom.
and her mom, Priscilla.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Amen. Anyone else have things on their heart they want to share?
Well,
yeah, Ray.
Rabbi, I don't have so much on my heart to share, but I have to leave because I get the opportunity to go get my hair cut finally.
Oh, very good.
I'll leave you with my darling wife.
And Ray, if I'm not mistaken, it was your hair that first attracted her to you.
It was.
And it's a year ago tomorrow since 11 years ago tomorrow since we had our very first date.
Oh,
Nice.
That's a thing on our heart.
Just a trim.
Wonderful, Ray. Wonderful, Patty. That's a thing on our heart in a celebrating way. You guys are celebrating 11 years together. Other things that are on our hearts you want to share in a community, Carol, and then Rags.
Today is my twin brother's yard site.
For those of you who don't know, yard site is a Yiddish word for anniversary of a death.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, Carol.
Blessing.
May his name always be for a blessing. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And Braggs, you had your hand up?
Yes. My friend Anne was just diagnosed with breast cancer. And I mean, she has a very big responsible job, responsible for lots of other people. And I know that going in for testing and all of the things that are going to happen where in ordinary time, they say, be sure you have somebody with you, you know, have that support. And she's not going to be able to have any of it. So
we'll keep her in our thoughts as well.
Thank you.
Other things that are on our hearts. Folks, I know this is the thing that I think is the most amazing about the internet. Not everyone uses it this way, but when we use it this way, it's so cool. Is that this is these are people you can just share with. You probably don't know most people on this group, and there's something really about being witnessed or allowing yourself to be witnessed to 44 people that can lighten something off your heart if you have it.
Mm-hmm.
So I offer you to do it. It's your opportunity. You don't need to. Yeah, Candace.
Yeah, I'm thinking of 3 friends. One of whom she's got type 2 diabetes, and she's got peripheral artery disease, and she found out that her arteries are still tending to block up. And she's still smoking, so I'd like prayers for her. She knows she shouldn't be. And then another friend who just had cancer surgery. It was stage 1, but she's in a lot of pain and having some complications. And another friend who has cancer, and that's what's supposed to take. Oh, it was supposed to take her out 2 years ago, but she's still here.
Wow.
But a good thing that's on my heart is that my mom, who has some wacky form of Parkinson's, because it's not typical, but she was just after breakfast, like she started like speeding up, going just everywhere at 80 miles an hour, with or without her walker. And the doctor decided to reduce her Parkinson's medications a little bit and to change the time of the dosing. And I called yesterday, and I guess she's doing wonderfully. And she used to have these afternoon episodes of anxiety, and I guess they've pretty much disappeared. So
Good.
she's 87 and she's doing better than she has for a year or so. So I'm glad about that.
Amen. We'll take it. We'll take good news when we can.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you guys for all sharing. I'm going to thank you. I'm going to see what I can get. Oh, look, I got that page to work. There's supposed to be a picture on the side there of me, but I just have a few announcements. If you don't already receive the 77% weekly newsletter, please sign up for it. Oh, I don't know how to turn the page anymore. Hold on. I have other pages than that. Oh, Rabbi fail. Oh, here we go. I'm going to get this to work.
It's a little blurry.
Yeah.
We're glad it's there.
Yeah, we'll take what we get. Is that, can we see it better now?
No.
Not really.
All right, hold on. Please hold. How do I fix that? Oh, I know how to do that. Hold on. I'm going to do it this way.
When people tell me to hold on, I tell them I don't have any monkey bars.
I have told people when they ask on the phone, do you mind holding? I like to say, who doesn't like to be held?
Right.
Aww.
Now.
So,
Good answer.
if the 77% weekly, it's a newsletter that's comes out 40 out of 52 weeks a year. If you don't already receive it, you can sign up to do so. If you think if you have a friend who you think would enjoy, please forward an email along. Of course, on Monday is the off week, so you'll be getting the famous newsletter that says there's a non-issue. There's no issue this week. If you've noticed, for the past few Fridays, I've been putting a little thing out saying the Saturday service is coming, and I leave a little testimonial from somebody. If you like what you're seeing and you want possibly your words to show up, shoot an email afterwards telling me what you like about this, and I put that little quote up for everyone else. If you haven't visited Rabbi Brian's Etsy shop, I can't get you the link at this moment, but there are some really fun religion outside the box items, books, Declare It Yourself Kosher Kit. There's some really fun things in there. There's a course on patience, but that's not ready yet. That's a joke. The course on patience is ready.
I got it.
Okay. There was a question somebody was asking, and I jumped over them.
I was gonna go back to the Declare Yourself Kosher
Yeah.
because I eat bacon.
Good. It's one of the best things to do with bacon is to eat it.
Eat it. Right. Sometimes I wear it as earrings.
Yeah.
But usually I just eat it.
Good. Eat bacon. I was thinking of doing a cookbook called Rabbi Brian's Guide to Bacon, but I don't really think there's that many people who would buy such a book.
Is that BAKI?
I would buy it.
You would buy it. Thank you, you loyal people, you.
Would buy it.
Also, everyone should know the stupidest 20 minutes of anything being streamed ever, every day now at 2 p.m., most every day, at least 6 days a week. I am streaming my meditation on Facebook and on YouTube, and you can watch. I give a 2-minute introduction, and then we sit for 20 minutes, and it's mainly me with my eyes closed for about 19 minutes and 45 seconds. But if you're looking, if you're looking for a break around 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time every day, sit with me and some friends. You don't have to meditate perfectly. There's actually no way to meditate perfectly. It's just meditating. Other announcement, Rabbi Office Hours has moved to Tuesday at 11 a.m. It's on the same exact link as you're seeing right now. Hopefully by Tuesday I'll have all the camera work up and going well. Thank you for your announcements. What am I sharing now? I'm sharing this page. Hold on. Rabbi is totally confused. There we go. Here's one to ponder. I imagine one of the reasons people cling to their hates so stubbornly is they sense once hate is gone, they will be forced to deal with pain. I'm going to read that again. That's James Baldwin. I imagine one of the reasons people cling to their hate so stubbornly is they sense once hate is gone, they will be forced to deal with pain. I had the suggestion somebody gave last week. They said, Brian, put the quote up, but then give us a minute to think about it. So here's your minute to think about it. I imagine one of the reasons people hate so stubbornly is because they sense once hate is gone, they will be forced to deal with pain. All right. What do we make out of this? Obviously, this is true for those other people. Those people who have their hate.
Those people.
I'm not talking about anyone in any of the boxes here, right? We're all clear on that? Is my video up or no? You can't see me at all.
Yeah, we can see it. I can see it.
Okay, I've lost my feedback. All right. One of the reason those people cling so stubbornly to their hate is, and then if you answer your part and you say not about them, but you're able to do it in the first person, or even better, you can answer, one of the reasons I cling so stubbornly to my hate. What is that? What is a reason you cling so stubbornly to your hate?
Sometimes is it easier to have the emotion of dislike or being intolerant than to love?
Well, I think you're absolutely onto it. There's two. I think there's a middle part to it too. Anger is really cathartic, but pain. Who wants to be in pain? Anger is powerful. Oh, see, I was talking too much there. I'm trying to be quiet here.
Anger is just one letter away from danger.
Ooh.
Yeah, and go-kart is very close in the dictionary to the word God, but I don't think that means anything.
Often when I see a person who's angry, I take a pause back because I realize they may not be angry, they may be hurt, or they may have other emotions that would be vulnerable and they don't want to show those, and anger is more comfortable to show.
I love that, Karen. That if we look at people who are angry and if we can see with compassion that they're just doing that because they're in a lot of pain. Of course.
I'm guilty of that.
Who just said that?
Kelly. I'm guilty of that.
Of getting angry instead of dealing with pain.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It's actually interesting because Friday I was talking to my counselor about some emotions, and he was talking about how anger is usually, there's another emotion connected to it. It's like a secondary emotion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, thank you. April, it looks like you got something cooking there, and I don't need to. What's it? Your face is doing a dance. Do you mind sharing? Just shut off your video. You don't have to do anything.
There we are. I'm just writing things down, and I'm just trying to sort out what I'm going to do about our cottage and how to maintain it.
Okay.
We're planning on a trip to Northern Ontario to my reserve. Hello.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we're still here. Rabbi just screwed up the...
Very strange things happening.
What happened?
Yeah, it's bigger than burning bushes, at least.
What happened here?
I have no idea.
Oh, come on, Rabbi. Am I back?
No.
Ding dang it. Okay, you know what, folks? I'm going to issue everyone a refund for today.
Full money back guarantee.
Okay, there. At least we got.
Double your money.
Oh, you're back.
I'm there. I lost the quote though off of the page.
But we remember it.
You remember it.
You remember it. That's fantastic. There we go.
It's back on again.
There it is. Right. All right. Go ahead, Carol.
I think that behind hate is fear.
Behind
I agree.
is fear.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And show of, go ahead, Carol. Sorry.
We feel weak, and to be strong, we pretend that we hate. And if you look at some of these people who join these hate groups, they only feel good when they have 10 people around them and they're carrying weapons. They're afraid.
Yeah. Question I'm going to ask, not just them being afraid. How many of us feel afraid and we'd rather feel angry than afraid? How many of you would fall into I would rather be angry than afraid? At least some of us.
A little bit sometimes.
Yeah. It's worth looking at when we get angry. We had a quote. I can't get my overhead projector to. Oh, wait. Here we go. Come on, Rabbi. Rabbi Cam. Do you see my screen? Is that working?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Pin yourself.
Anger. Aristotle had some great thing to say about anger, and we're going to finish up today with that. Oh, can I get rid of... You can see this screen that I'm writing on?
Yeah, we see your face, not your hand.
You.
You don't see my hand.
You don't have the overhead.
All right, hold on. Dun, da, da.
We don't have teacher cam.
It's coming. You got it?
There we go. Yeah.
And if I shrink that down by a little bit, I think we can even see me at the same time. No, we can't.
No.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, come on. There. How's that?
Perfect.
Yeah.
That anger.
Aristotle said anyone can be angry. I know that's not grammatically correct. I'm going with it. He said anyone can be angry. That is easy. But to be angry, he gave 4 qualities to anger, to do anger right. He said anyone can be angry. That is easy. But to be angry at the right person, that's not easy. How many of us have ever been angry, but we got angry at the wrong person? Nobody?
Yeah.
Everybody. Okay, everybody. How many of us have been the person that the other person's angry with when it wasn't really us?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everyone's on that one, too. Anyone can be angry. That is easy. But to be angry at the right person at the right time. You ever been angry at somebody a week late? You're like... Yeah, we've all done that.
Or in anticipation.
Yeah. We've been angry before the thing even happened.
Yes.
So anyone can be angry. That is easy. But to be angry at the right person, at the right time, in the right amount.
For the right reason.
Hold on. Don't jump ahead of me.
Down first.
In the right amount. You step on my foot, I kill your family. Right? That's like I'm angry at the right person, maybe at the right time, but that's the wrong amount, dude. Or we go the other way and we don't get angry enough. We don't say, I don't like that you did that to me. Angry at the right person at the right time in the right amount. And the last one, go ahead, say that one again. What was the last one?
For the right reason.
For the right reason, and that's where I famously draw a picture of a raisin. It keeps it memorable. Anyone can be angry, that is easy, but to be angry at the right person at the right time, right person at the right time for the right reason and in the right amount, Aristotle says, this is not easy. Well, duh. Nor, wait, pay attention to this last part because it's horrible. Nor is this something everyone can do. Which means we aren't born able to do this. We got to learn it. Underneath our anger, if we are getting angry at the wrong person at the wrong time in the wrong amount and for the wrong reason, maybe it's because underneath we have that fear. Maybe we have that pain. And so the pain, we would rather get angry at the wrong person than deal with our own pain. I can't see everybody because of the current circumstance. So I need some audio feedback of how we're doing on this quote.
I have a thought question about it.
Okay. I think that's Betsy Ann's voice.
Yeah. Yeah. About the difference between anger and fear.
Oh, so back to the quote.
Well, if you have the energy from anger, you might be able to move out of it. But if you're afraid, that can kind of keep you from doing anything.
Oh, if you're afraid of getting angry.
Or afraid of something, or just the fear. I'm just kind of thinking about the difference between the energies of fear and anger.
Or afraid of getting even.
Yeah.
I think
Or fear of the other reaction.
Fear can freeze you.
Yeah, fear can definitely freeze us, but it can also move us.
I think when you look at the list that Aristotle gave you, to be angry at the right reason, the right person, you will find politically that politicians are typically trying to get us angry at the wrong person and not allowing us to see where the real blame falls. So they create a scapegoat that we are supposed to all be angry at so that they can go on doing the things that they're doing incorrectly.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Agreed.
Straw man theory.
Yeah, I hear there's some microphone that keeps picking up somebody intermittently. Alex, I can't seem to find them. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol.
Yeah, thanks, Carol.
So I'm gonna give us another little a nudge that maybe this week we have that thing that we're going to try to get, the thing we admire in somebody else. But we also take a real good look this week at our anger, and if we're doing our anger at the right person, time, amount, and reason, and if we're doing our anger to mask our pain. Are you angry because you don't want to deal with your pain? I think that's a worthwhile question.
Isn't
Sorry,
anger
Maria.
just safer because it's grief?
Anger is not grief. Anger can be related to grief. Help me out.
I always
Maria.
think of anger being a safer place than grief.
Well, I think that was what Baldwin's quote's getting to, is that anger is safer than pain, and you're adding in that anger is safer than being vulnerable by mourning.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever safer means. I mean, it's anger.
Yeah, but hatred is more indifferent than anger.
Yeah.
Hatred is more indifferent. I don't think I've ever heard that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I need to leave.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
see you
Thank
next
you for
week.
joining us, Priscilla. Rags, thank you, Priscilla. We're going to keep carrying in our prayers. Rags, say that again, would you?
Oh, I just said it's more and different from.
That hatred.
So, hatred is much bigger than anger, but it's also, it's not the same thing. And you were equating in terms of slipping them into each other's quotations. And
I thank you.
I think they're really different.
Well, and in a sense, it could hide our grief. I'm thinking about, for example, the people who have had a relative killed, and then what they want is the death penalty for the person who killed them instead of going through the pain and the grief, you know. And it's better to hate that person and having them killed than grieving.
Yeah. I don't know better. It's easier.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Make the choice.
Right.
Okay.
Because grief happens inside you and hate you can put out there.
Right. Then my question is, once that other person gets the death penalty, then what?
And then what?
They still feel the void.
Right.
because they haven't grieved.
So I thank
you
thank you,
repeat that?
Enrique.
It keeps the revenge alive.
Revenge keeps the person alive. Absolutely, Batya. Absolutely. So here's a I don't have any clue anymore what screens I'm sharing because this is
It's bouncing around.
there should be a green box up.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. Whether or not you see me, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, hi. So let's take a reflection. As we're coming towards the end of the hour together. What's something that we talked about admiring, we talked about going towards somebody else, we talked about things that are on our hearts, we talked about anger, we talked about hiding behind anger, and we shared with each other. And there might be something that you learned that you're reflecting on that wasn't exactly spoken of, but it hit you. And I'm going to ask everyone, take a minute and reflect. What's something you discovered, you realized, or you learned yet again? And what's the direction where you want to go? Here's the thing that you intend to do this week. This week I intend to blank. This is oh, go for it.
I think anger can also be something that's presumed.
That people can presume somebody is angry even though they are or they are not.
No, I think that I can be angry about something that I presume, but it is not a reality.
Yeah. We can make stuff up.
Right.
Absolutely. Good. So something that you discovered in this time that we had together is that a little bit deeper on anger. What's something else that people discovered that they realize that they're gonna take with them this week? Yeah, Patty.
In our group, we talked about being positive, and something I intend to do is to be more positive.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Well, we'll wish you the best on that. Other things, people. Yeah, Candace.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know if you can see us or not. Again, going back to the quote from James Baldwin, I would hate something that had hurt me. So it could be 20 years ago, I might not even remember it, but I will just hate anything that reminds me or anyone that reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Behind that is pain and some fear.
Yeah. Thank you for being emotional, making it personal. Yeah, Nikki.
One of the things that I learned, I mean, I sort of knew it, but I
Yeah,
never, until this conversation, never kind of put it in the right perspective, is for me, that anger is knowledge that when I don't have any control at all of a situation, meaning why it happened, what happened, there's nothing I can do about fixing it or changing it outside of myself, my first reaction is to get angry.
Yeah.
Get angry at the people that caused that or who I think caused it, with not really any understanding, not that that's an issue. So for me, having discovered that and putting it in the right perspective, I'm hoping that in the next little while, I can actually figure out how to change that aspect and get rid of that anger.
I think that's a worthy goal. That's fantastic, Nikki. Good on you. Good on you.
This is Eileen.
Hi, Eileen.
In our group, we were talking about patience, and what helped me was to realize that sometimes a gift I have, another person doesn't have. So it just helped me reframe it like, okay, just because I can do that, this, the person's asking for help, it's like, how come you didn't get it? Okay, because you don't have.
That's how it is.
Gift.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, Betsy Ann, and then April, then Betsy Ann.
Sorry.
I guess something that I've been dealing with this past hour is just this awkward feeling of vulnerability and how uncomfortable it is.
Yeah.
When you just don't have control over all the situations around you and you're living in complex relationships. And I'm not the kind of person who, when I feel upset, I don't point fingers to get angry. I just say, like, why am I judging people? Why am I concerned? Why am I worried? And instead of trying to run away from it and shut down, I think I'm just going to try to relax into it and just say this is really uncomfortable. This is what it is. You know,
April, that's
giving birth, it's just going to be there.
it's
You have to
huge.
go through it.
Good on you. I can't wait to hear. It's gonna be painful,
Well,
but freeing. I'm gonna guess. I don't know. I'm gonna do
certain
it.
things I have to breathe through and realize I can't control everything.
Amen. Amen. That's brave of you. Betsy Ann, I think you had something.
I did. Thank you, April. That was very cool. Thank you for sharing that. I intend this week to be more courageous. There's some things that I admire in people, and for me, it takes a certain courage.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is the word courage.
Yeah.
The word for heart in French, cœur, is
Yeah.
in that. So as we were talking about what is in your heart, so if I go into my heart to find the courage, I'm going to try to live with that this week.
I love that. I love that. And also, little shout out to, oh my goodness, I'm losing her name right now. Brene Brown talks a lot about this vulnerability of a soft front and going into our hearts. It's beautiful, wonderful. Okay, folks, I'm also going to give you the little homework assignment. Shoot me a little testimonial and give me an idea if there's a topic you want us to explore more. I'm glad to take some requests. Otherwise, let's say goodbye. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Nice to see all of you.
Thank you.
And Alex, thank you. Alex, and thank you, Joe, for managing things. Because, boy, today that was fun.
Everybody, relatives do better.
Thank you, Linda.